Hello folks, for September 13th, 2007, this is Eric Muathe with Muathe.com, and today we saw some action, and there seems to be some going attempt to bid internet stocks higher, as we saw the likes of stocks like Amazon.com, ZN blast to new highs. We also saw another stock, Sohu, pushing higher, attempting to break new highs. We also saw another push by another internet stock, Sina, also pushing to new highs, another internet stock. Don't forget, we've been watching the run up by Baidu, and I think if I can remember one more offhand, I'll let you know. But we've seen a thesis by internet stocks pushing on new highs, and today we saw expanding volume as opposed to yesterday's low volume action. So this might be part of the leadership group coming out of the recent sell-off. It is very important that you know when to buy them and exactly where to buy these stocks. You can always join us at Muathe.com for precise entry points and for what to look for when you're trying to find new winners. Today we're going to look at another internet information provider stock, and the stock is PENX. We are looking at a 2-year weekly chart. Before we look at what's going on right now, I want to go back and reevaluate a prior breakout that it had right here, as it broke above just around the $21 area. We see that the stock and had a very strong run up. It went from around 21 all the way to just under 38, good for a good 80% gain or so. You do the math. But what is important is not the gain, but what it did prior to the breakout or during the breakout. Again, we see that there was a price move to new highs, unbelievable expansion of volume right there.
We also see that we had a RSI move above 68 at the time, and we also see that we had the unbalanced volume make a new high right there during the breakout. And last but not least, we see the performance against the S&P 500 moving to a new high. And not forgetting, we also had a MACD crossover during the prior powerful breakout. So we see there is a common denominator that when stocks are about to do great things, some of these things are aligned, as you'll always find in my videos. I keep emphasizing this very important point. Now another thing, so now what's happening right now? What we are seeing right now, this week we've been expecting this stock the last 2 weeks to do exactly what it's doing this week. We've been the stock's been on our stocks to watch page since last week, and today we see it's had another nice move up to new highs, this week being week number 1 of our breakout. So we have a price breakout, volume is already above average, even though we are midweek. We have an RSI already trading above 68, actually at around 74. We expect the unbalanced volume to make a new high right there, and we also see that the performance against the S&P 500 is already at a new high. So this might be one to watch. Hopefully we get a follow through next week, as great stocks always tend to have a follow throughs. The next one for today is actually a shipping stock, and the stock is GLNG. This is a 2-year weekly chart, and what we see, this one is just going to be straight. I'm going to give you the buy point as a freebie. Buy point is at 1969 as the stock tries to make new highs right there this week. So this might be a timely idea for you to watch. We see that volume needs to expand, and it should be above average by the end of the week, Our RSI is at above 68 already. The on-balance volume should make a new high by the end of the week. We have our RSI already trading. I mean, our performance against the S&P 500 already at new highs. So the stock does meet the minimum requirements for powerful moves. Last but not least, we're going to look at another internet stock that is making a resurgence, and this is OSTK, overstock.com. We are looking at a 2-year weekly chart, and what you see, the stock has had terrible last couple of years, and as it has fallen, you know, all the way from these levels right here, and now we seem to be making this, finally we settled down here, and now we seem to be creeping up at this time. I don't see a nice buy point for the stock. It's one that I'm watching. What I'm hoping to is going to happen is the stock is going to sorry about that, the stock is going to preferably make, you know, new highs around here, move sideways, form a new weekly closing high, settle down for a couple of weeks, and eventually break out. And when it does, trust me, we are going to be all over this baby. Yes, just one other stock that I just remember that is doing great. We've been watching it. It's been on our stocks to watch page. The stock is JRJC. So watch that one for follow through preferably. Actually, it's following through this week, so it's one that is already doing well for us. This is Eric Mwathe with Mwathe.com, wishing you good luck, peace and blessings to you as always. See you tomorrow. Thank you.